Low-level martial artists were restricted to only channeling their energy through physical attacks, while divine-level martial artists surpassed human capabilities. With the ability to manifest energy externally, they were able to strike across space itself. In the face of a divine-level martial artist, even the best low-level martial artists paled in significance. They existed on different planes of status and prowess. The strange thing was that Joshua was only in his 20s. His talent in martial arts was terrifying for him to be able to achieve divinity at his age. "You're quite perceptive." Joshua smiled proudly. "Since you've realized I'm a highly skilled, divine-level martial artist, you should understand my words carry weight." Natasha's brow furrowed. So they'd come prepared, laying low all for this day. "After you, Ms. Harmon." "Don't make me go on a massacre," he smiled teasingly. A wealthy princess was nothing in his eyes. "I hope you won't regret it." Natasha walked out with a sneer. She knew if she didn't obey, everyone here today would die. Tell the Harmons to fulfill my demands, and Natasha will be safe. Otherwise, there's no telling what I'd do to her. He took out an envelope. With a swipe of his hand, it shot out like a dagger and stabbed right into the door frame. Watching their departing figures, Stefan shouted out, "Inform Mrs. Harmon immediately." "What? Natasha has been kidnapped?" After the news arrived and Jessica was briefed about the situation, her expression hardened, along with the rest of the people present. "How could that happen? We have dozens of bodyguards. How could Natasha be taken away?" Ruth was in disbelief. "They were too strong. We were no match for them." Stefan mourned. His legs were crippled, and his core was destroyed. He was as good as useless. "Who was it? The audacity to kidnap my daughter." Jennifer was furious. "We're not sure of their true identity, but they left a letter." Stefan signaled his men to give the letter to Jennifer. She opened up the letter and her expression grew dark as she read it. "Mom, what does it say?" Ruth asked impatiently. "It says, before the sun rises, bring the formulation of Immortanol and Dustin to Hummer Villa as ransom." Her tone was almost a growl. "Hummer Villa? Isn't that Edwin's territory?" Ruth frowned. Did this have to do with the Hummer family again? "Inform headquarters immediately. Get them to deploy the shadow guards for support." Jennifer was solemn. "Make a call to Dustin as well. Ask him to come here immediately." "Mom, you can't be thinking of surrendering him to them, are you?" Ruth implored. "This happened because of him. Why should he be free?" "But, Novats. Natasha's safety comes first. Go now." "Okay." She pursed her lips as she made the call, not daring to go against her mom. Meanwhile, at Peaceful Medical Center, Dustin's expression turned solemn as he listened through his phone. He felt a surge of anger rising within him. "I'll be there right away." He spared the nonsense and hung up, leaving the house in a fury immediately after. He stepped on the gas pedal for the entire journey. Within 20 minutes, he arrived at Park Place. As soon as he walked in, the first thing he saw was the casualties lying on the floor. Stefan's injuries were the worst. His face was pale as he constantly coughed up blood, and his core energy had been completely destroyed. "Dustin, you're finally here." Ruth found solace in his appearance. "Who did this?" Dustin's piercing gaze could kill. "See for yourself." Jennifer threw him the letter. Dustin read it, and his temper flared. "The Hummer family are all pig-headed. It seems like they will never learn their lesson. My daughter has been pulled into your mess. What do you plan on doing?" Jennifer questioned. "I will definitely rescue Ms. Harmon," he assured her. "And if you fail?" She retorted. "Then I'll pay with my life." Dustin's expression grew solemn. "At least you're able to man up. My daughter's affection has not gone in vain."